Activity Commission report today, damning assessments, I guess, of how Victorians see the police force in this state. One of the things that struck me was the rapid drop-off in community support and a concern that these are the worst numbers in 10 years.
Peter, I don't think that's surprising, particularly given what we experienced here during the COVID lockdowns. There was a lot of animosity towards the police force, but within the police force, because of a lot of the draconian measures that they had to implement, a lot of police officers, I've been told, were pretty angry about what they were having to do. So this is not surprising to me at all, but a real concern, particularly given that the police force is calling for more recruits urgently.
And there was also a lot of issues with the 000 call response times, but I think we all know that here in Victoria. Talk to me about the GP issue in Queensland, because there's a payroll tax change, as I understand, from the Palaszczuk government. That's hitting GPs. It's now impacting GPs who go to aged care homes, Christy, and it's something that's happening in Queensland alone.
It's interesting, isn't it? Now, you and I both know that Medicare is run by the federal government. GPs are paid by Medicare, and aged care homes are run by the federal government with some input from the state. So by rights, any resident in a federal government-run aged care home, funded by Medicare, funded by a GP, should have access to a GP. The Queensland government is being very sneaky in tying this into payroll tax because, of course, if you work for the Queensland government, you do not have access to Medicare, only if you're a doctor working in a federal government-funded hospital or aged care home. It's sneaky and it disadvantages every senior in Australia against the mechanisms that are put in place federally to ensure they get medical attention.
Until she worked in government, she knows her policy parameters very well. Christy
I try hard. Thank
Sophie
you.
Elsworth, well, you do. You hit the mark, ladies. I call them the blonde bombshells. I suppose we're not allowed to say that anymore, but we can, can't we, here on Credlin?